Hello CA Inter students. Within few hours you need to write your accounting exam and I'm confident that you are seriously preparing for the same. You might be feeling nervous about your first exam and will be confused on areas to be revised in these last few hours. Don't worry, I'm here to help you. Just listen to this small podcast to clear all such doubts. I know that you are busy. Just to save your valuable time, I'm intentionally doing this as a podcast rather than as a video. Just invest a few minutes of your valuable time. Trust me, you will not regret later on. First, control your emotions. I can understand your anxiety towards exam. If I'm in your place, I will definitely feel happy for writing the exam rather than worried about the same. Because once I write the exam, so I can know where I stand and it's an opportunity for me to prove my preparation. And remember, writing an exam is inevitable. Whether you are worried or not, you have to write the exam. Since it is inevitable, instead of worrying about the emotion called exam fear, why don't you be able to enjoy the same? Just like you are enjoying a horror movie, similarly, why don't you enjoy the emotion called exam fear? I'm literally confused because the moment exams get finished, you will have plenty of time to enjoy. In such a case, instead of worrying about the exam, you should feel it as a joyful moment, just like a festival. So, my dear students, instead of worrying about your exam, you try to feel it as a joyful moment. So, it's an opportunity for you to prove yourself. Exam did not come to make you fail. So, it came to assess your performance. It came to tell you where you are strong and where you are weak. That's why, my dear students, never get worried about your exams. So, dear students, good preparation alone cannot guarantee success to you. So, what you are able to write in just 3 hours of exam time is more important than how much of hard work you put into and how much of subject knowledge you have. So, if you don't write the exam confidently, then even if you are thorough with the entire syllabus, you cannot write the exam properly. That's why first keep your emotions under control. Never ever get worried about the exam as well as result. And remember, this is not something new. Even in case of a sportsman or when somebody attends an interview, and even in case of politics, and even while attending some quiz programs, everybody will also undergo the same situation. So never allow exam fear and unnecessary thoughts to control your mind. Please be confident. Don't waste your valuable time in all such unnecessary thoughts. Your confidence in these last few hours will definitely influence your performance a lot in the exams. In other words, confidence is more important than your competence. Remember, my dear students, first exam is different from that of subsequent exams. At any cost, you must write this exam well. Otherwise, its impact may fall on your subsequent exams also. Do you really want it to happen? So, I don't think you will want it to happen. That's why, my dear students, please be very attentive and prepare well for your first examination. If you are a mastermind student, then remember that we have trained you even to handle the toughest situations. Then why shall you worry about your exams? You have written enough number of exams, and then that sufficient practice will definitely help you to write the same exam well. Now, it's time to note down the areas which you need to revise in these last few hours along with the order of priority. So, you first try to refer all the problems which we have mentioned in the guest questions. After that, refer the RTP and MTP. The next thing that you need to prepare is supplementary material provided by the masterminds. Once you prepare the supplementary material, you need not prepare RTPs and MTPs of previous attempt, and it is sufficient to confine to RTPs and MTPs of present attempt. After that, in all the chapters, refer the points which you might have underlined earlier while listening to the classes. If you have not done earlier, then at least refer the best and most comprehensive problems under each model. Remember, my dear students, in professional courses like CA and CMA, it's always safe to leave few problems under each model rather than entire model or chapter. In other words, never leave a model or chapter completely. Instead, under each model, leave unimportant problems. So, after that, you try to refer the mistakes that you have highlighted in your weekend and revision exams, because it will help you to avoid committing similar mistake in the public exams. While preparing all the above areas, you first finish accounting standards and then complicated or high weightage chapters, and if at all, if you find any surplus time, then you spend on the remaining chapters. If you still have surplus time, then you start referring some other areas of your choice. My dear students, if you have not prepared a particular chapter earlier, then at least refer to past exam models and guest questions in that particular chapter. So never leave a chapter completely as choice. My dear students, even if you have left a few unimportant chapters as choice, don't worry. You go to the exam confidently. So even if you attempt 70 marks also, you can comfortably qualify. Even if you are not confident or if you have not revised a few chapters or models, don't panic. Just a few areas can't make you fail in the exam if you handle the exam with utmost confidence. Even if you attempt 60 to 70 marks confidently, yes, you will qualify. Don't worry about that. Even if you face a tough paper, don't panic. Remember, it is easy to qualify in case of a tough paper. Yes, what you heard is right. So whenever the paper is tough, the valuation will be generally easy, and institute may also consider to add few marks to you, so as a part of moderation. If at all you are interested to know how to handle a tough or lengthy question paper, please do watch this video. I am leaving the link in the card section. In these last few hours, do these things without fail. First one, at least maintain 2 copies of your admit card. So avoid last moment tensions, and get ready with your stationery bag and visit exam hall at least once, and 8 hours of sleep is mandatory. Sir, at this moment of time, I'm feeling that I forgot everything and I don't remember anything. Don't worry, it happens to everyone. It's a common phenomena with every student. Once you go and start writing the exam, you will be able to recall even the concepts which you have heard in the classroom. That's why, since it is a common phenomena to everybody, you need not worry much about the same. And I'm going to quote some points which every student shall keep in mind while writing their accounting exam. So utilize the golden time of first 15 minutes very carefully, because you are allowed to read the question paper. So if you are interested to know more about the same, so here is a small video and I'm leaving the link in the card section. So never underestimate the importance of presentation in the exam. So don't forget, examiner cannot call you for clarification. That's why you need to present it very neatly. Never start attempting with the compulsory question, and don't worry even if you are able to write 70 or 80 marks. That is also fine. You can comfortably score qualifying marks. If you are interested to know the mistakes to be avoided while writing exams in problematic subjects, then listen to another podcast. I'm leaving the link in the card section. Even if you don't write the exam properly, then ensure that the impact of this exam does not fall on the subsequent exams. Who knows what will be the result of this exam? Last but not the least, my dear students, after completion of exam, never ever discuss anything about the answers that you have written in the exam. Simply forget that you have written the exam and start focus on the subsequent exam. My dear students, if you really like this podcast, like it and share it with your friends. After completion of each exam, we'll also make a similar podcast for the subsequent exam. Listen to that without fail. If at all you are more worried about your first exam and you just want to contact me, don't worry. just send a mail to my mail ID mssprakash2012@gmail.com, and don't forget to mention your contact details. My team will arrange a conference call and I'll definitely guide you. In the comment section, leave your feedback and suggestions so that I can make further improvements to this podcast. All the best.